It's a beautiful day, and I decided I just was driving past. Most of you know I don't live far from the beach at all, and I just wanted to stop. It's a very beautiful day, and gosh, it's so beautiful out here, and I really just wanted to share with you all, share this moment with you all, and just say that it's funny. Look at the the footprints in the sand. There's so much. We really stop because I'm usually pretty busy and on the go, and commutes and everything else that I have. Um, but when you really stop and you consider how awesome God really is, and when you look around at every facet, every detail of what He made, um, including us. And so I just wanted to share this moment with you. And I've been watching the seagulls and this bird here is just kind of hanging out, and it's amazing how even as the waves are coming in and crashing, they're so unbothered. They're just, they bask in it, and a lot of times we miss it. We miss the moments. We forget how blessed and how grateful we are, even when we're going through things. And for me, I'm still basking in, just getting over COVID. Last year I had some challenges, and just really, really, yeah, I'm grateful because I know so many didn't make it, and I know many are in hospitals, and many are, also in maybe in the height of dealing with this thing, or dealing with whatever it is you might be dealing with. Maybe you're grieving, or dealing with post surgery, or you're dealing with emotional, challenges, or whatever it might be, whether it's in your, mentally, physically. I know some people are dealing with financial struggles right now, and and I get it. I have not been working at the other job, and you know, um, I just acknowledge this. I just want to acknowledge how awesome God is, and even when you find yourself maybe alone or feeling alone, because sometimes you could be in a crowded room or in a crowded home and still feel alone. And so I just kind of wanted to take this moment. I was here, and I'm here, and I'm like, people really need to see. Because I did take a few pictures, and you could hear the waves, and you could, well, I hope you can hear the waves, and everything else, coming in, and um, how how wonderful it is. I know there's the song "My Redeemer" that talks about how they know how the ocean knows just where to stop, and the sun knows when to come out, and this is all God. And for anybody who doesn't believe, you may want to reconsider, and you may want to reconsider where it is that you came from. As for me, I am grateful to say that I serve the Lord. I'm grateful to say that I believe, and a lot of times we have to talk ourselves out of being discouraged, or expecting, more from others than they can give. You know, because I know I've struggled with that in the past. Because it's always fair, and it's always good to let people know, to be transparent. Because that's where I'm stepping into more. Is just being more transparent with people, and being more raw and more real, because people go through very real things. And and as I'm stepping into a different space, and stepping into what I believe God is calling me, is called me into, and um, and being okay with that. Being okay to say it, because sometimes we don't want to acknowledge who we really are, or we're afraid that people are going to judge us, or we're afraid that people are not going to receive us. And you know what? They didn't receive Christ, and so who am I? People will reject you. People will say no. People will not believe in what you do because they see you as who they knew you to be before. And so, but that's not what this live is about. I just really wanted, I needed this. I needed to, I've been indoors a lot, and I really needed to breathe this air and get this sun. You got to force yourself to get up sometimes, and you got to force yourself to get out. You're still alive. You're still alive, and we should be grateful for that. And we have to do the work. And if I tell you, if COVID doesn't teach you anything else, because and COVID is not greater. Let me just say that COVID is not greater than the God that I serve. He is not greater than the blood that was shed for me by Jesus Christ. So that sacrifice that was made for me, that canceled COVID too. Since we always canceling stuff, and so, but it does. I am the type that I like to see where how I can grow and where the lesson is, and it teaches you to fight. You better fight, because if you don't fight, if you don't fight, you're not going to stand a chance. It teaches you to look closer, at who's there for you, because it definitely, I know last year and this year taught me, and is still teaching me who is there for me simply in words, and who really is there for me. And so, it unveils and uncovers a whole lot when you're really, really going through things. And so I love, everybody knows I always say I love, with the love of Christ. And my goal in life is to always love people to life. And, but you also have to know when, to let go, and when to say, you know what, we're not serving each other well, And so, I just, like I said, those footprints, and everybody loves that footprints in the sand, you know. And so I just wanted to share this moment with everybody else, and not, be selfish. And so, just look around wherever you are. Look around. I always you hear people complaining, and then when you look at like what they have and how they live and the opportunities and the access, it's amazing to me. Like, you have no clue what people are going through, and you're complaining. So take something and say, you know what? I am okay. I am good. It is well with me. It is well with me. It is well with my soul. I am grateful. Say that I am healed. You have to open up your mouth. And I tell you, dealing with that thing alone in my my home, it was a fight. And a couple of times, I tell you, you just feel like it's just a lot. It is a lot, and your body, feels depleted, and you really feel like you got nothing left in you. But God made us stronger than we think, and it starts here, because I had to really start talking to myself, because the silence was very real. The silence can be very real. So I just wanted to share this moment, and the beauty and the awesomeness of God. Um, and I hope a lot of you saw. Thank you for the congratulations on the master's degree that I shared in my story. And it's been hard work, and it's still hard work, because I still have so much to do. For all you young people, don't waste time. Don't waste time, because time is now. And for those of us that are a little older and a little more seasoned, you still got life in you, and you still have purpose in you, or you wouldn't be here. So don't give up. Don't give up and don't let anybody else cancel your dreams. I did a lot of that in my younger day. A lot was stripped from me, a lot was taken from me and stolen from me, and I got a lot of no's, unnecessary no's, and I was abused, and I was rejected, and that caused a lot of detours, and it caused me myself to go through a lot of just working harder later in life because of all that was done. But the devil is a liar, and I'm still fighting. And I suggest highly that you do the same. But you can't do it alone. You need God. You need Christ in your life, I promise you, because that's when it turned around for me. And that's when I started to believe that I could really do all that I had set out to do. I could really be all that God created me to be. And so I'm not, we have to forgive, but that doesn't mean we have to stay. We have to, forgetting at times is not it. Let's not kid ourselves, because there will be things that will happen, and it's a constant thing, and that's just something that I'm working on, so that I can help others in that, because it can begin to feel hopeless, and so when I come out and I see the ocean, I see the beautiful sky. Today is an exceptional day as far as weather, but I've been out here when it's cooler too. But when I see all of this and I see how unbothered the birds are and how they function, they know what to do. They know what to do, and they know they're good. They know that that they're taken care of, and they do their part. And we have to do ours, and we have to believe, and we have to trust God. So thank you for jumping on this live. I take a lot of quiet moments for myself, because a lot of my days and my time are very busy and challenging, being with people and talking, and just so when I can, I take these moments because it helps me to recover, and as I continue to strengthen, and my belief is that I'm going to come out of this even stronger, um, and that when I return to work, I will be even more effective, and that before this year is out, new things are headed my way, and I'm putting things together that I believe will be where I can be of service, because even as entrepreneurs, even as we own businesses, and most of with the books and the different things that I do. But I believe that we should always, at the core, in our heart, and what we should always keep at the forefront is that we're here. What we do is to glorify God and to serve others, and in the process, we're blessed. And so, yeah. So I guess just watch and wait, because I no longer believe in just putting things out there, because everybody is not for you, and I don't need anybody speaking against me or having negative thoughts against me, because a lot of times those you think will be in your corner simply won't, and it's okay. Love them anyway. Do the work. Continue to build and fight. And so I love you all with the love of Christ. And if anybody jumps on after here, just enjoy. Just enjoy. Look at my little friends. Just enjoy. And so, yeah, I love you all. And I know my Redeemer lives. Hallelujah. I'm a little bit challenged a little bit with my sinuses, so I can't do a whole lot, but I give God the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things He has done. Continue to take care of yourself, rest, be well, and remember that we should always put God first. And remember how much you are loved. All right, guys. Later.